Esme, Rosie and Bernie, those are Selma, how to make scrunchies. So
we hope you enjoy.
And let's begin.
Yeah, you need fabric, scissors, pins, glue, tape measure, and needle and thread.
And elastic.
So first we're going to start with our fabric. So I'm using blue, and me, Esme and Rosie are going to be using the red one. So you're going to want to lay it down on the floor, or the ground, or wherever you're working on. And then measure out, measure out 30 centimetres one way, and then 10 centimetres width way. So length way is 30. Yep. There you go. Then measure where you're going and yeah, okay. Do it with a pin, and then 10 centimetres width ways, so here. And then cut it out with the scissors. So I'll do the same for mine. Cutting skills. Okay, and then we cut it out for so long. I'm just gonna do a little bit extra. So then you cut this out. Okay, and now you fold them right sides together, so like this, and you'll want to pin along the edge, the not folded edge. Is where you're going to sew or glue down the side that we have pinned. So I'll do the sewing and do you want to do the gluing?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. So what you're going to want to do is just glue along just this top one, so then you can refold it and just... Yeah?
So is there an option of sewing or gluing?
Yeah, there's an option.
Okay, so if you're really bad at sewing, then you can do the gluing, and if you like sewing, then you can sew.
Yeah, exactly. So you'll just want to glue down here, so then you can turn it inside out, yeah? Okay. So if you take out the pin. So for this sewing, what you want to do is get a needle and thread, and thread the thread through the eyelet, which is the hole in the needle. If I can get it in.
Okay, so I'm just putting glue along.
So the next step is sewing it, or sewing it if you have chosen to sew it. So what I've done here is I have threaded my needle and just done a little knot at the end. And all you want to do is just thread it through. It doesn't really matter what way you do it, as long as it's kind of like secure. So just carry on doing it like this until you get to the end. The end, you're going to need to add a little knot so that it does not come undone. So what I'm doing is I'm getting the thread and putting the needle through one of the stitches I've sewn and wrap it round. And it needs to be completely dry. You need to turn the tube the right way round, so that's what we're going to do now. You're going to need to get to your elastic and thread it through. So you should measure it against like a hairband or something and add a little bit extra. So I've got one here for you. Cut it. And then you can either sew, tie it or glue it. And I think I'm just going to tie it. But first...
right. So it's like that.
Yeah. So you've got
when you wrap it around your hairband,
your elastic into your tube that you've made, and then tie the two ends together.
It's fine.
If you want, you can just cut it off, but you don't have to. Okay, so now
Do you just glue
you
it?
just got to glue or sew it up. Gluing's probably easier, but
You need to
sewing
glue.
will work better.
How you make a scrunchie.
Thanks
Thanks
so much for watching, and
Um,
we hope you enjoyed the finished product.
See you next week.
Have fun making!
Bye.